Right, I'm good. Are we live? I think we are. Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. England are back in action in another Euro 2024 qualification game today away in Poland against Ukraine. It's very, very warm here in the UK, so apologies if we're not our usual excited, energetic selves. It's very warm. I can already feel my shirt sticking to me. It's ridiculously hot. It's still an exciting game though. Buzzing for it. Harry, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Should be a good game. Realistically, England we're probably through already. This should be a comfortable win. Yeah, we're not at Wembley today, but still we should get the job done pretty easily. Whatever team we put out should be able to beat Ukraine, and the 11 we put out we should do the job easily.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Chelsea fan, welcome to the stream, saying it's England time, people. Yeah, hopefully there's some excitement about today's game, because I have to say, probably not the most exciting one. I think most neutrals will be a bit, unbothered by it.
Yeah.
But as England fans, it's another chance to watch England, I guess. So we'll try and enjoy it for what it is. But it should be a fairly comfortable victory, as you say. Shall we look at the lineups for today's game? Because a couple very interesting choices for Southgate. We'll start with the hosts, then Ukraine. In goal, it is Georgi Bushan, so no place for Anatoly Trubin, which is interesting. Flat back four of Konoplia, Zabarnyi, Matvienko and Michalenko. In midfield two, it's captain Stepanenko and Zinchenko. Across the three, Saigankov, Sudakov and Mudryk. And then leading the line is Roman Yaramchuk, of course, the forward for Benfica, who's now at Valencia, apparently. England then line up in a 4-3-3. In between the six, it's Jordan Pickford, Walker, Gurhey, Maguire and Chilwell make up the back four. Maddison and Rice start in midfield alongside Henderson. And in the front three, it's Bellingham, captain Harry Kane and Bukayo Saka.
Strong team. Is a strong team. A few question marks, I think, around Maguire, around Henderson. But overall... Overall, it's an England team.
There's better players at the Simon charity match.
Yeah, I mean, probably. Some of them look brilliant. But it should be... I'd like to think we'd win. If it's a 0-0 draw, then that is a disappointing for England. We need to be showing our class in every single game. We need to be winning every single game, no matter who the opposition are. So, let's put a few past Ukraine today.
Chelsea fan says England played 2 times today. What do you mean, Chelsea fan? England played 2 times today. Obviously, I know the men's international side played in the game we're watching. What other England teams are playing, mate? 5 votes in the poll and chat then. So far, everyone voting for England. Fair enough. I think, I don't really see Ukraine offering too much of a threat. I think they've got a decent team, but I think that overall England should be...
We should be pretty comfortable. We should be.
Should be winning.
We need to go over there, show our quality, score a few goals, really show, because that Euros next year, we want to prove a point. We want to go on and win it. We want to, for a very, very long time since we won a major international trophy. So we've got to, start. People say tournament start. No, it doesn't. Tournament starts in these qualifiers, and we've got to prove that we deserve to be there and that we're really, really good at football.
Yeah, obviously a lot can change between now and then, but you would imagine it'd be a very similar team, if not the same team that starts in the Euros. I mean, I'd like to hope that Southgate's got over his fetish for watching Harry Maguire play football, but who knows?
Yeah, I look at his squad. If we've got Henderson and Maguire starting in Euro 2024, we might as well just go home and not bother.
Just for saying Rugby World Cup. Oh, I'm not counting that at all. It's rugby.
What's happening this week?
Disgraceful.
Mate, I guess if you're a neutral England fan, you probably support all the England teams, no matter what sport it is. But it should be an exciting game. I hope it typical England fashion is to win to 1-0 today. We should be getting 3 or 4. Really showing our quality, showing our class. I mean, it gives us another chance to get a few goals for some of our players to get their international goals up. But it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, there's no debutants as far as I'm aware, so
well, on the topic of potential debutants, at least, I was a bit confused by the fact that Eddie Nketiah is not even named in the squad. What is the point in taking him in the England squad and then not even putting him on the bench?
So can't you put whoever you want on the bench?
Probably, I don't know.
No, I don't understand. He calls them people.
I know. I think there are numbers because it's a qualifying, not a friendly, and maybe Nketiah, maybe they're taking Nketiah for the friendly. But
we can play against Scotland.
But when you've got such a strong bench, like so many players on the bench, Wilson, Foden, Rashford, Gallagher, Eze, Phillips, Dunk, Tamori, Colwill, Trippier, Ramsdale, Johnston, do they really need 3 centre halves on there? Could they not have given a call up to Eddie Nketiah?
So in what planet are we going to need someone 3 centre halves?
On what planet are we going to need Dunk for England?
On a planet where Harry Maguire starts.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the bench and think we've actually might have a stronger team.
Maybe.
But yeah, defence, it's an odd decision to start Maguire ever. I don't get that at all. You know, Levi Colwill's on the bench today. Fikayo Tomori's on the bench today. Both of those are sensational footballers, so much better than Harry Maguire.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Obviously, Gahi gets a start, but that's only because Stones isn't fit. It just feels like there's a clear reluctance from Southgate to give any younger players a shot, which I think is hurting us. I think it is hurting us because if we go into 2024 into the 2024 Euros with a backline of Stones and Gahi, or maybe even playing Stones at right back and inverting or something like that, however you want to do it. If you go into that with that sort of partnership, or Colwell in there, or Tomori, I think there's a lot more confidence than if you go in with.
Yeah, and the thing for me is qualifiers meant to be where you're preparing the team that are going to be there, the team that are going to play together for the tournament. So what the qualifiers are for, they're not for us to send out a load of old blokes and a load of rubbish players that A, might not even be at the tournament, or B, if this is our team for the tournament, what's the point?
But also experiment. You know, realistically, we should be through the qualifiers. Now, I think that obviously Tuesday against Scotland, you'd like to see a bit more experimentation, but we should be experimenting more. Like, you can definitely, whoever you play from the England national setup, from the pool, from these top England players, it's not like they're going to lose because we've got Nketiah up front.
No, it's a
Scotland. They should be able to play.
So it's an anniversary game.
I mean, against Ukraine, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's not even a competitive game.
No, Scotland, we should be experimenting 100%. But it's annoying we don't experiment tonight.
Like, I know that Harry Maguire can wear an England shirt. I know everyone on the pitch today is worn one before.
He shouldn't.
No.
Harry Maguire, he shouldn't be in there. But yeah, it's so frustrating to see the stubbornness from Southgate to stick with the same team despite the fact that it's clearly not good enough. And you've got players in there who clearly are not good.
Pep Guardiola.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think he said, though, he won't be there past Euro 24 no matter the outcome.
Which makes sense.
A bit too late. I mean, personally, I think while we have had some success in major tournaments, the fact that our squad has been so good and we've had so many opportunities that we haven't done anything with yet suggests he should be gone. I think, obviously, if we look back to his first tournament, 2018, there was a lot of praise on him. I think that's just justified. We hadn't got to the quarterfinals of the World Cup for a good few years, and he managed to get us there while creating a good feel factor around the team. You then look at the 2020 Euros, or 2021 Euros, I should say, and that was good. We got to the final. We should have won that match. Ultimately, it was Southgate that cost us that with his poor tactical knowledge. But that was a good point. So at that point, don't sack him. He's still good enough for now. But when you get to the World Cup and we're knocked out in the quarterfinals, I thought that was the perfect time to sack him, because I don't really know whether he'll even reach the final of the Euro 2024 with it. I think we've already peaked with Gareth Southgate. I don't see us winning anything with Southgate. It's just a personal thing. Kane saying, all right, lads, watching the Southern track match, but still tuning into the stream. Yeah, we've got it on at the moment. Obviously, we'll switch over to England in a minute. We're keeping tabs on the Sidemen game throughout.
Better quality.
I was going to say, there is only 15 minutes left, to be fair, though, so there'll only be about a 10-minute crossover there. But yeah, anything else to touch on? We should probably get into predictions in a minute, but anything else you want to touch on?
I mean, it's not like, it's a qualifier. We're already qualified. Let's just play well. I don't want to fanny around watching a 1-0 win where Maddison scores. I want to see subs made early as well. Let's give everyone a go. We've got 5 to use. That's technically take out half the 11. So let's use them. Get players on the pitch. I don't want to watch the same 11 England players who I've all seen playing an English shirt before score 1 goal. I want to see something different.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the selection, even the squad selection choice, just never makes any sense. I don't.
No.
I still have no. There's no justification behind the choices of Phillips, of Maguire, of Henderson. It just there's no justification.
No.
You can't. It doesn't make any sense to anyone. But
No. It's very, very strange. Very strange. But that's what Gareth Southgate does when he manages England. He makes strange decisions.
when we say that Maguire and that must have like something on Southgate, sure, there's Southgate's got something on the FA. The fact that they've not gone, can you stop picking like Harry Maguire and stuff?
Yeah.
I've gone to the wrong place. But yeah, we are just a few moments away from kickoff now. If you want to get some predictions rolling in chat, we're about to get into ours. Harry, what do you think the scoreline is going to be today?
I think it should be an England win. Definitely should be an England win. We should be pretty dominant. We should look very, very good. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win with goals from Maddison, Kane and Saka. Goal for each of the front three.
Fair enough. I will say 1-0 England. Maguire
Yeah, sounds like right.
from a corner, and then everyone will go, wow, isn't he so good? And then we'll watch him be shit for another 3 months, and then he'll play again.
Yeah.
For England all the time.
That's what usually happens.
Yeah, it's 1-0, nothing else happens the whole game. That's it.
Yeah.
Maguire corner in the 52nd minute. It's not even a good corner. It's Madison just sort of lofts it in the air,
Yeah.
and Maguire heads it down.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I just man going 4-0 England. Caden saying a shame for Theo Baker's injury, possible dislocated hip. Yeah, that looked really horrible. Obviously, he's had a lot of issues with that, a lot of hip injuries, and yeah, that's just it's horrible. It's always horrible to see players ruled out of a charity match and calf injuries in a charity match. But yeah, we're only a couple minutes away from kick-off now. National anthems being played. I love watching England. Hopefully today's game does live up to some sort of standards.
Yeah,
I
always love the thought of watching England.
Yeah.
Whenever I do watch them though, 50% of the time, brilliant. Not other 50%, awful. But this should be one of those times where it is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, for Ukraine, they're going to win every game and do what they can. I don't know if are they still in the running for qualification.
Ukraine, yeah, definitely. I mean, Italy haven't had the most stunning qualifiers either. Ukraine on 6 points in 3 games, Italy on 3 from 2 games, so neither of those had particularly impressive qualifying. Obviously, England have won all of their matches so far. A win today would put us on a perfect 15 from 5, and you'd have to say we'd be pretty much through there with only 3 matches left of the qualification stages. It would be very difficult for us to knock ourselves out.
Yeah, so any points for Ukraine today are massive.
Yeah, of course, I believe Italy are on as well. Yes, they play North Macedonia later tonight. So, yeah, Italy and Ukraine, you'd think if results go as you expect, they should both be joined on 6 come this evening. And obviously, Italy still have to play England, Ukraine still face off as well. Yeah. But it could be another tournament Italy don't even get to.
But, to be fair to Ukraine, they've got a decent side. Some, obviously a lot of players that everyone will know. Really, really strong. It'd be interesting to see how they play. We know Zinchenko for his country is always brilliant for some reason, and then they've got some very, very good players that can cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, obviously players like Mudryk and Sudakov are players that we saw at the U21 Euros in the summer, and they played really, really well. So they definitely do pose a threat today. Ukraine, they're a very good side. They've got a lot of players who play Premier League football now or across European leagues like Serie A. So they've definitely got players that can cause issues for England today.
Yeah.
Kane saying, what a goal by Harry. 7-4 to the side, men. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, it's another goal.
I'd love to see some over in England, sure. Would be interesting, though, wouldn't it? Gareth Southgate calls that Ethan Payne to the England side.
Kane saying, for England, I'm saying 6-0. Fair enough.
I'd love 6.
Could see it. I don't think we'll have it that comfortable, though. Are the windows open?
No.
I'm going to crack open a window then before kick-off. Because it's... Well, if I'm sweating here, so any sort of air might be nice.
Yeah. Should be a good game. Hopefully we can see some goals. But I mean we've got loads, but I'd like to see Eze get on there. Tamori. I don't know. Again, there's no one interesting off the bench. It's the same players we've seen in English shirt for a while. So let's just we might as well just sub them on anyway. It's not like we're gonna get anyone their debuts or anything. Use the subs. Let's not tire people out. It should be a convincing win. It should be a convincing win. But who knows of England?
That's so.
And we've got to end up on his arse.
Make it difficult for ourselves, won't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, right. Not far away from kickoff now. Players onto the field. Hopefully we are provided with some sort of action this evening. And England knock it back, and we're underway now. Of course, as soon as we kick off, the quality has decided to die. Wi-Fi's having a mare, but yeah, hopefully that will sort itself out. Walker plays it into Saka, and now across to Gurhey. Brings it under control. A very interesting pitch as well, by the way. Obviously, we are playing in, I believe, is it Wrocław? Wrocław or something like that in Poland. It doesn't look a very safe pitch. So in that sense, I'm quite pleased that Chelsea have no players in today's squad. Obviously, Sterling has had a great run of form, but he cannot get in the side because we've got to prioritise those talents like Phillips and Henderson. So that's good. But yeah, Gurhey looking comfortable already in this England team. I think he's a really, really good player, Gurhey. Bit of a tough job on his hands today, though, playing alongside Maguire. But a good chance to prove himself, hopefully, to Southgate. Prove that he deserves more opportunities and that maybe he should have a claim to that starting England berth, but probably not.
No. Wouldn't surprise me.
Here's Harry Kane dropping into an almost defensive midfielder role there. Maguire, Rice, back to Maguire.
Well, I guess the only thing we can be happy about is that Fikayo Tomori is finally here, at least.
Yeah, obviously doesn't start today, but he is in the squad.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll start against Scotland. I mean, if I see Maguire start against Scotland, I'm done. Like, it's a friendly. There is no justification whatsoever.
No. I would expect him. I'd want the majority of the starting 11 changed, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to see players given opportunities as a friendly against Scotland.
Yeah.
Shouldn't matter who we play. Those Scotland have looked very good recently. They look very, very good. Obviously, they are now. If there's a draw for Georgia and Norway on Tuesday, Scotland are into the Euros.
And Scott McTominay is the top goal scorer in the qualifiers.
Yeah, and he's very good in a more advanced role.
Poor bloke hasn't been given a sniff at United.
No. No, barely any minutes this season under Ten Hag. And yeah, Maguire now. Here's Bellingham. Bellingham enjoying a very exciting start to life, of course, in Madrid.
He's been brilliant.
In the capital, brilliant. He's got 4 goals in 5 games, or 5 goals in 4 games, something like that. Been very impressive, his goal-scoring record. Trying to replace the impact of Karim Benzema.
He's done quite well.
Yeah.
I mean, proving that he's one of the best. Very good player.
Indeed. Bellingham. Here is Chilwell. Back to Jude Bellingham. He can burst forwards now. Seems to be playing with a lot of confidence. Gets it through to Saka, but he can't make anything happen. And runs off the end of the pitch.
Unlucky there, his touch.
Some ball were helping him up. That's quite nice. Saka running there. Sort of into the sideboard and then laying over it. But yeah. Good defending from Ilya Shabani there, just to sort of see him out. Zinchenko, Sudakov tries to play around the corner. Yaramchuk is giving chase. Walker.
They nullify us going forwards, and they know we're not very strong. We're not the strongest defensively.
Yeah.
2 very attacking fullbacks and Harry Maguire in the team. That's pretty shaky.
Yeah.
That's good from Saka. Rice being chased.
Now Henderson. Sorry, no, it's Henderson, isn't it?
Madison.
They look very similar.
Yeah.
Bellingham. Lovely footwork from Jude Bellingham. Out in this wide area. Skips past 2. Ball in. It's taken away from Saka by the headed clearance of Ilya Shabani. And Mudryk trying to break, but Walker stops him in his tracks. Already though, Bellingham showing his quality. Fantastic drive from him, lovely footwork, and almost resulting in a big opportunity for England. Very, very good play.
Yeah. I mean, not quite an exciting. Yeah, it's not really exciting first 4 minutes, but nothing to complain about. You can sort of see what they're going to do. They're going to sit very deep and let us have the ball, which is what we'll do for the majority of the game, and we hopefully even get some chances and start to open them up. You know, force some cracks open. See what we can do.
Yeah. By the way, thanks to everyone that has, well, a couple of people have apparently hit the subscribe button during this stream, so we're now up to 1.75k. So
Nice.
appreciate that, guys.
Thank you.
But I think YouTube is having a problem counting up viewers because it says we've only 6 have watched the whole stream, which is good fun. Bellingham tries to play out wide, cut out low by Zinchenko, and now they're trying to play forwards, but it's won back by Ukraine. And then Henderson getting involved and heading it back to Maguire. And
Risky.
now back to Gehi. Looking for Saka. He brought it down well before getting caught by, is that Mykolenko, I believe? Or is it Matvienko? One of the Ukrainian defenders, just a little bit desperate to win the ball back.
Or do they give us a chance to... I mean, I would say, you know, if we had Ward Prowse, we'd be on the money.
Yeah.
But, alas...
Especially with the likes of Maguire in the box.
Yeah.
And Kane, of course. But no set-piece specialist in this game. Instead, Jordan Henderson.
Oh, blimey.
But, yeah.
Let him put the ball in and see what happens.
So I think Saka, up from that foul now, will take the free kick.
Just taking his time as he tries to say, oh, he has played it.
Henderson. Rice. Gehi. Rice. Amtrak throwing himself in there. Not able to recover the ball. Maguire. Now Mark Gehi. Chilwell. Bursting forwards now, Ben Chilwell keeps it in, and that rolls through to Ukraine's goalkeeper, Sashaba, I believe.
Something like that. There's a B in there somewhere, I don't know.
Yeah, so I said
Rebrov,
that's Bushan.
the Ukraine manager. He'll take anything he can get from today's game.
Yeah, obviously a point for Ukraine could make a load of difference if Italy lose to England when they face off. So, yeah.
I mean, Ukraine won't want anything, you know, won't want it to get silly.
And that there wasn't the most sensible
Yeah, no.
from Matvienko.
But they want to keep it down to a minimum, you know, and probably a maximum of 2-3 goals. You know, not conceding, you know, loads, not like the floodgates open.
Here's Maguire. Now Walker. Look to go inside, finds Gehi with a pass back. And now Chilwell. They've got a lot of space out on the left. Wants to go back to Gehi. Now it's with Maddison, Gehi. Walker. Now Rice. Kyle Walker, forced backwards by the high press of Roman Yaramchuk. Don't know how warm it is there, but he's certainly, moving with a lot of intensity.
Good for him.
Yeah, getting involved a lot so far. Yaramchuk. But yeah, here is Maguire on the ball. Walker, Gehi. Here's James Maddison. That's brilliant. Now moves out wide. Has Saka got the ability to keep that in? He does. Now Walker. Lets it go to Maddison. He's forced back to Rice, who lets it run to Chilwell. Feels like we're in a great position there. From Saka being out in a wide area near their goal to now being at our own halfway line.
That's what we do better.
Walker ball forward.
Never.
Saka a little bit aggressive with Mykolenko. Wasn't deemed as a foul, but it doesn't matter either way as the keeper sweeps it up.
Yeah. I'd like an early goal though. The longer this game goes on, the more it favours Ukraine. Yeah, we are the stronger opposition. That's a loose pass though. Maddison, that's really good from Maddison. It brought down. Referee, no, he says no. Oh, that's rubbish. And then now here come Ukraine. I mean, they looked at us on the counter, but we've got back pretty quickly and dealt with that problem swiftly. I mean, they're still at the ball there. They're playing some really nice football. Mudryk just dancing on it. He looks different in a Ukraine shirt. You know, he looks like a different bloke to when he puts a Chelsea shirt on.
I still feel like he lacks confidence, Mihailo Mudryk, a lot.
Yeah.
For both club and country. Feels to have this mental block for him. He's not playing with the freedom and with the confidence that he usually is. It's a bit of a shame. Alexander Zinchenko now.
Take his time. We're sat very deep. I know I've got the ball, but come on. With the bet side, on the side here.
Zabani. Zinchenko tries to slot through Michaelenko. Now Saka, Henderson. It's put out well by Zinchenko.
Yeah.
2 minutes played here then. No one's really establishing an inferiority. It's very... Yeah. It feels lethargic at the moment. I mean, if it's as hot there as it is here, I can understand that. Because I'm feeling lethargic as well.
Yeah, as I say.
But... yeah, I can... the game's lacking intensity. I mean, obviously, neither side here is at home, technically. Obviously, Ukraine fans seem to have made the stadium their home. There's a lot of banners. A lot of fans turn out for today's game, which is excellent to see. Obviously, Poland has taken a lot of refugees from Ukraine, so it just makes sense in that regard. And I think it's excellent to see them having a cause to get behind in these dark times. So, yeah, fantastic for Ukraine. And their sides gave a good account of themselves so far. Henderson ball into the box, can't meet anyone, but Chilwell does sweep round and collect it. Now it's with Bellingham. Unfortunately, his pass lacks anything, and now Ukraine trying to come forward.
So on people in the shirt, they lose 15% of their ability. Because Jordan Henderson doesn't do that, right? Sorry, Jude Bellingham doesn't do that.
It's because they take all the ability of the rest of the players and give it to Maguire.
Yeah.
And he becomes 100% better.
Yeah.
Henderson. Walker. Now goes back to Maguire.
He's very narrow, Kyle Walker.
Well, it looks like he's almost playing as in a 3-back. I think that Gareth Southgate may have just covered what a transition is.
Wow.
I know. There is now 8-5 in that Simon charity match game. Simon just added that 8th goal of the game. Saka, shot blocked well. Here's Rice. But it almost feels like, it almost looks like a 1 and then a 3, because Rice is sitting very deep and coming between Guehi and Walker, and then Maguire's just stood behind him. Maybe they just don't trust him to touch the ball.
That's really good from Bellingham, so he just...
Mudryk. Tries to take on Walker, goes down softly, but has won a free kick.
Silly from Kyle Walker diving in like that.
Acting McKenzie, welcome to the stream. Great to see you, mate. But yeah, not even 15 minutes gone here, and you can already feel the game going into its classic sort of England lull stage, can't you? It's a game where we have had more of the ball, we have looked the better side, we've had more chances, but nothing really coming to fruition as of yet. Nothing that really excites me. But here now is Henderson, Guehi, Chilwell, Guehi, Maguire. England just moving the ball around well now. Maddison, fantastic turn, but he's pulled back. And Stepanenko there, just receiving a talking to. Henderson, Walker. Now Guehi.
Yeah, it's a tickling fashion. This just not the ball on the back, but don't really do anything with it.
Yeah. Here's Chilwell. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see. I don't think there's many defined positions today, are there?
No.
It looks like Madison's operating off the left, but he's coming inside as Chilwell pushes forward. Walker's slotting into this back three with Gurhey and Maguire. Maguire there showing his stuff and chipping the ball out wide to Chilwell. Walker. Now Henderson knocks it back to Maguire. Then he goes to Gurhey. Now Rice. Walker.
We have to go forwards. Get shot in 15 minutes in, and we haven't seen a shot. It's just really poor from England. We seem very content on just having the ball with our centre halves and getting our possession stats up.
Yeah. Pickford. Now Maguire. Bellingham. Saka. Can't quite bring it under control. Mudryk tries to get away from Bellingham. Ball forwards. Cut out by Maguire, and that is now with Pickford.
We just lack a bit of urgency, a bit of enthusiasm. We just look a bit flat, especially up front. We've got a front five there, they're all just walking up the pitch. Equally, no one's trying to find them with the pass.
Maguire. Chelsea fan says, I can only stay for the first half because I'm going to the Chelsea Legend game tonight. Wow, enjoy the game, Chelsea fan.
That's fun. Should be a good one.
Yeah. No, we looked at going at one point, but...
Yeah.
Gurhey. Chilwell. Now Gurhey. Plays it to Saka. He brings it under his control, and then Michaelenko hacks it out of play.
Yeah. Walker. But there's nothing, absolutely nothing from England. It's hard to find positives. Not the ball ran well.
We have done that, to be fair, but it's, has lacked a lot of energy, the performance so far. Kane. And that's a poor ball out wide to Chilwell, and we've conceded possession cheaply there.
Yeah. Southgate doesn't look too annoyed, though, about how we've played. That's the concerning thing.
I don't think we've apparently played bad, we're just not really doing anything.
Yeah.
We've still created some, we've got the ball into decent areas, it's that final pass that's missing at the minute. Walker.
Here we go.
Henderson. Maguire. Gurhey. Bellingham. Chilwell, now Gurhey. Henderson. Now it's Mark Gurhey. Needs a forward option, Gurhey. Now goes out wide to Bellingham. Yeah, did well to bring that ball forwards.
What's going to need that? It's going to need a centre half to get that ball.
Carry it, ball in, looking for Kane, and that will go through to the goalkeeper.
That was better. And it all comes because Gurhey decided that he had nothing off around the back and decided to come forwards. Driving it out as well, even better. Bellingham, good ball in. That's a good head. Bit of a heart in mouth moment for centre half there. Heading it back to his own goal unintentionally.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's fake going headers around us.
Zinchenko. Now Matvienko. Receives it from Zabani. Looking for options, goes to Sudakov, who's dropped deeper now to get involved in the play. Zabani smashes it forwards. Yaramchuk chases. Maguire. Henderson. Now Walker hooks up in the air. Mudryk challenges and wins it. Zinchenko, Sudakov. This is lovely play from Ukraine. Kolopia out in a wide area. Tries to put the ball in, blocked by Sudakov. Ends up at the feet of Stepanenko. Matvienko. Michaelenko. Back now with Matvienko. And now it's with Zabani. Here's Kolopia. He plays it forward. Cuts onto his right now, Michaelenko. And Ukraine challenge of Vox, but England claim it. And Channel 4 has now turned all their cameras off.
Yeah, that is fun.
It's good fun. Hopefully England don't score in the next minute. Apologies for this, guys. I don't know if everyone else is having the same issue. There we go.
Turn camera on. Oh no, showing a replay while they fix their cameras. That's good from Walker.
Just holding off the hassling Mihailo Mudryk.
20 minutes gone, nothing. Not a shot. No, I mean, here comes Ukraine.
There's been some shots, hasn't there?
I think so. Well, that was a terrible tackle.
Madison down now. This will be concerning for anyone who supports Tottenham.
To a extent, as when he's reacted, like, you know, he's just found out that his world's on fire.
England did muster up one shot.
Oof. When was that?
I don't know.
No, we'll take it. It's a shot in 21 minutes. Average shot in 21 minutes. We'll have 4 shots in this game. That's impressive.
That's not a nice tackle at all. Almost a scissor. Both legs there, just trapping Madison's ankle between them. Didn't get anywhere near the ball.
Don't know if Stepanenko's argument is there.
And Sudakov playing another foul. A minute later. Gerhi. Just getting a talking to there. Stepanenko, and he will actually end up with the other card as well. Gerhi, Pickford. Now he goes long with it, looking for Saka. He picks out Bukayo Saka. Immediately ball thumped out of play though by Michaelenko. Saka here, just feeling a little bit discomfort after that challenge from Everton's left back. Walker.
He also had that one early on, didn't he?
Michaelenko shouting, encouraging his teammates. I believe Yarmolenko now where does he play stuff? Does anyone know?
Turkey?
It's probably somewhere like that, isn't it?
Left West Ham. That's brilliant from you.
Dynamo Kyiv.
And they're still coming forward. And they're playing. Oh, it's not even hit pass. Really good football, though.
Yeah.
Probably the best pass to play I've seen in the game so far from either side.
Yeah, chat. What are your thoughts so far? Get involved in chat. If you haven't voted in the poll as well, vote in that as well. 17 votes so far. 82% think England are going to win. 18% going for Ukraine. Nobody thinks it's going to be a draw.
I mean, if you haven't done it yet, I'd vote for a draw at this rate.
Maguire. Rice. Now Mark Gerhi. Pickford. Maguire now. Back to Jordan Pickford. Looking for Harry Kane. And now it's the Kolopia. Bellingham can't quite bring under his control. Still coming forwards now, Ukraine. Michaelenko. Kolopia.
This is good. This is really good.
All in, looking for Yaramchuk. Hasn't quite come off for Ukraine.
Good football though. Good football from the home side. That's a second nice pass to apply. They really started to come into this game as, just crossed over halfway through the first half. They are looking good.
Yeah, Matvienko. Zabarny. Oh, yeah. Again, guys, apologies that we're not as energetic as always. It is ridiculously warm today. And yeah, just a reminder to everyone, stay safe, be sensible. But that's what you're supposed to say. That's a responsible thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah, 27 degrees.
It is very warm.
Not even mid.
I feel like I'm melting.
Yeah.
Bushan, his clearance cut out by Walker. And now Sudakov. So do encourage us in chat. Do keep talking in chat, guys. Keep it active if you can.
This is good.
Qualifiers. Ball in. And there we go. 1-0 Ukraine. Alexander Zinchenko scores for Ukraine. They've been the team that have been putting the work in so far. England have been pretty much anonymous. And now Ukraine have scored. Flying down the right-hand side. Ball gets cut back to the arriving Alexander Zinchenko. And he's tucked it away well. Ukraine 1, England 0.
Already deserved. We've sat around for 20 minutes, passed ball around the back. They've had a good 5 minutes. They've had some really good passes of play. They've put pressure on us. And they've got one then. You know, we're not tracking our runners. Simple goal, really. Really easy for them. Knock the ball out wide. Then Chilwell gets done by the overlap. And then no one on the edge of the box is marking anyone. Because even if Zinchenko's not there, Mudryk finishes that. Really poor defense.
Rice just gets caught between the two. He's not marking anyone.
Maguire holding hands with
Gurley.
Both centre halves are in the same metre within each other.
Yeah.
They're literally on top of each other's toes. Why? And
we're just right
deservedly losing. We're losing. And that's the second shot of the game in total. And that is 1-0 Ukraine. Good for them. They deserve it. They've played really well. England, we need to, bit of a kick up the rear. I'm sorry, but if we now go back to kicking the ball around the back, I'm just fed up. We've got to start playing football.
Yeah, no, it's not been good enough so far. England have looked fairly anonymous. We look lethargic. We look tired.
Yeah.
Don't really look like we care, to be honest, which, isn't overall that surprising. A lot of these players are players that know they're getting in the England team no matter how much hard work they put in. Bit frustrating that at the moment, not a lot happening.
No.
Chilwell. Rice. Now Walker. Gahi. Kane spins on it well. Madison. Madison hasn't quite come on.
Mate. Why is he not shot? He's through on goal.
Yeah.
Just hit it.
Not very good decision making, it turns out.
No.
Walker. Rice. He probably missed that shot because he wants to make a change in other parts of the world. He wants to grow football. A player that's played exclusively in the British Isles the rest of his career. Bellingham. Madison.
Bang average shot.
Coming forwards. It's fallen to Saka. Henderson.
Mate. He shot that time. That's terrific.
Yeah.
Really poor first 28 minutes.
Yeah. I feel like we need drinks breaks in the studio. Like they have been. I don't know if we've got them in this game. Seemingly not, but
I'd love one. Yeah, that's well over that. I mean, Tottenham got a cut earlier. Get Henderson in that team. He's just scored a few points.
Great rugby knowledge.
To convert, is it converting ass? NFL, isn't it?
Yeah. Matvienko, Zabarny, now back with Bushes.
They're so relaxed. It is unbelievable how relaxed we're making them. And then they come again. Do you know what? Got to score a second just to see how we react.
Yaramchuk using his body well there against Gurley, deemed to be over the line of aggression though. And that is given us a free kick.
I think it's a bit of a harsh one.
Tifala, welcome to the stream. Just saying Maguire, 3 crying emojis. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else we expected really, Harry Maguire. We know he's not good enough for England. For whatever reason, Southgate doesn't seem to care. about that and just keeps picking him. But yeah, Maguire, unsurprisingly poor in that opening in the goal we conceded.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People will comment on Maguire's performances when he gets a header against Latvia and we keep a clean sheet. But today, nothing mentioned. And I mean, obviously the general public will criticise, but nothing in the media. It'll all just be, oh well. But he scores against Latvia and suddenly it's hero, English idol, Maguire heads home against Latvia.
Against the odds. Responding to the hate.
Sounds like that's Latvia's nickname. Gerhi.
Latvia are the odds.
Maguire. Henderson. Neon Rose onto the stream. Chancellor Southgate leaving after the Euros or even before the Euros. I think he said he'll go after the Euro 2024 regardless of result. If not, that should be what he does. I don't see him leaving before though because we are less than a year away from a major international tournament. Changing of a manager in this sort of now is very, very silly, I would say.
Yeah.
Much as I'm not a fan of Gareth Southgate, and I think his team selection's really bad. I think his tactical decisions are really bad. I think his game management's really bad. He is a good motivator, and quite frankly, we're not going to get someone in that's going to do
Thing is, though,
the job.
I think that
Well,
aspects would be better if we could actually pick the right players.
yeah. We wouldn't need to change formation if we didn't keep conceding silly goals because Harry Maguire's at the heart of our defence. But yeah.
A bit of a late one there from Bellingham. Thinks he on the ball. Don't think he did. He slammed the ground in response to that. I've played. There's no way we've only watched half an hour. I feel like I've watched 3 years. Just for us to be losing. Really disappointing.
Saka now.
Go on.
He played it that's right hand side, not quite. It's Walker. But yeah, chat any suggestions as to who should be the next England manager? Obviously, the FA have said they're looking at Pep Guardiola. I'm also looking at Pep Guardiola. I'm really hoping he'll join my team. I don't think it's going to happen. Still shocks me that Tomori hasn't gotten a proper shot. You're exactly right there, Tifala. Exactly right. We've been saying this for years now. You know, and you can't even use the justification of, oh, well, Southgate just doesn't watch other leagues because he clearly watches the Saudi Pro League. So unless he only watches the Saudi Pro League and the Prem, I don't know. But yeah,
it's rubbish. It's on. It's just it's frustrating because I shouldn't.
There is so much potential with this England team. There's so many really, really good players. There's a reason that we see so much success for these players at club level. Yet, when we get to the international level, this happens.
Yeah.
When we get teams like this. Steve Q, I hope I'm pronouncing your name as you wish. Obviously, if you want it, if it should be pronounced another way, please do say. But saying, you know you're playing dog football when Harry Maguire is always on the ball. Yeah. I mean, Maguire is known as being decent at, with the ball at his feet, but he's not even that good. Like Tomori's better, Gerhi's better, Colwell's better. Obviously, Stone's not fit today, but he's better. We have more than enough centre halves to not have to play Harry Maguire ever.
Also, I don't want a bloke who can pass the ball. I want a bloke who can defend.
Yeah, obviously we want, good technical players.
Every footballer can pass the ball, apart from some. Some can't. But that's why you're not a footballer. Every footballer can pass the ball. Every footballer can take a touch. I actually want him to do something.
Yeah,
that's a foul.
Yeah, that's the issue. The issue with England and with Maguire is not when we've got the ball in possession. It's when it comes to any sort of defensive responsibility and he stands off a man, doesn't mark someone, puts in a stupid tackle, just isn't in the right position ever. It's just so poor.
For me,
the most simple things.
For me, Maguire. By the way, we've had 3 opportunities there where the referee should have given England a free kick. So Madison's just responded by going through the back of number 13. So now he's picked himself up a yellow card.
Yeah.
But for me, Maguire, Phillips and Henderson shouldn't be in the squad for Euro 24. And if they are, we might as well pack our bags, get straight from the direct flight back from Germany to England again, and we won't bother doing the tournament. And we'll let Ireland take our place, or Wales.
Neil Moses says, imagine Julian Nagelsmann as England manager. I think that it's an interesting prospect. I think Nagelsmann's a fantastic tactician. I think he's one of the most exciting young managers in the world right now. I just don't know whether he'd work in international football because his tactics are quite complex. They're not something you see at many other clubs. Not obviously that these players don't play complex tactics, but it's very difficult to implement a certain style and ethos that's so different when you've got a squad of players who are only there. You only get a couple weeks with every year.
My session would be not well, but like the problem with that also is that I think I'm right, but every England fan over 40 will hate the fact that we'd ever hire a German.
I think personally we've got to look abroad because I don't see any English coaches. I think Graham Potter's a fantastic manager, but his reputation at the moment is in the mud. We need someone that's coming in off a high, not, hasn't been unemployed for the last year.
But the English league has never been won by an English, it hasn't been won by an English manager.
Yeah.
That's how bad England, I don't know what we do with our managers.
Well, look at this England national side and tell me who of these are going to be a coach. And then look at the current England coaches in the world right now. Like ex-English players. Allardyce.
This should be a goal.
Madden, horrendous touch and Ukraine win the ball back. But look at, some of the best players of England national team history. And look at where they are right now. Terry's managing Al Shabab, which...
Is he?
He is. He's moved to Saudi Arabia to manage Al Shabab. So he can be with Gerrard, who's managing Al Ettifaqui.
Frank Lampard.
Lampard is unemployed again.
Got a surprise.
You've got Rooney, who's at DC United, I believe. He is still at DC United now.
The Nevilles, Christ.
Who?
The less said, the better. One did about 2 weeks at Valencia, got torn apart by Messi, so the Neymar. I went, I've had enough of this. Phil, blimey, he was rubbish.
Did nothing with England women's team. Was so bad into Miami that they went to sign Messi.
And as soon as they signed Messi went, I do not want to see that bloke ever again.
I think they sacked him before. That's probably part of the contract negotiations. Yeah. But that's the problem. I don't look at anyone on the team. Maybe Henderson. But then he'd be managing in Saudi.
He'll just take Gerrard's role off him when Gerrard's
possibly, yeah. Just following Gerrard everywhere.
Yeah.
Who else, though? Rice? One day?
But he's still young. Problem.
Yeah, obviously you can't really tell, but you could see those leadership qualities. You can see that tactical understanding. I could see him being a manager one day, I think. But a lot of English players just don't go into it. A lot of them go into punditry for some reason. Because we really need to hear what Rio Ferdinand thinks of a game. That is
I like me to really see that.
Carragher.
Yeah.
Neville now.
Carragher.
Even Jolan Lescott.
Christ, I don't remember his England manager. I can remember the manager.
Yeah.
My thing, I don't know what it is, whether it's other crap players on the pitch or it's Southgate, but players like Bellingham and Madison, they put an English shirt and they suddenly go, hang on, I'm now really shit at football. Because Madison, his touch, it took him sideways.
I don't really understand the formation tonight. It looks like we're playing a 3-6-1.
I want to burn it.
Kane can speak properly, maybe. Yeah, maybe. No, right.
Imagine having to hear that in team talk. They wouldn't understand the word.
Or a punditry would be a bit difficult, wouldn't it? Just to try and discuss what's happened, and it takes him 10
minutes. And also, who'd voluntarily sit in a room with Rio Ferdinand for more than 3 minutes?
But even like Joe Cole, pundit now. There's no England players that then go, I'm going to be a man.
Yeah.
And the ones that did. So they were players in the 70s and are now managers. People like David Moyes, people like Eddie Howe. They were never fantastic players in their day. So maybe we should be looking at players like Harry Bartley, Joey Barton.
But but equally, Argentina has shown it doesn't have to be the best manager in the world.
No.
Yeah, their manager
just to be someone that their players will get behind.
But he's got a decent, someone that knows what they're doing that people like.
But I saw recently a list of all the managers that are unemployed right now, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know how quickly I'll be able to find it, but it's so ridiculously good.
Yeah. I mean, it's bizarre. At this rate, Pochettino will join them soon.
So you've got Tite, Lampard, Potter, Nagelsmann, Solskjaer, Lowe, Galtier, Conte, Zidane.
You seem like a Conte at
Dean
England.
Smith.
That will happen, won't it? We'll get Dean Smith.
Nathan Jones, Lopetegui, Allardyce.
Oh my god, they put a big sandbag in there.
Philippe Clement, Xavi Gracia, Ralph Hasenhüttl, Jesse Marsh, Oliver Glasgow.
Oh, if Jesse Marsh managed England, there'd be riots.
Oh, Scott Parker.
No.
Who managed to take Club Brugge and lose the league title. How? Not sure.
It's like losing the league title with Celtic.
Knew that was coming. In a year that Rangers don't win it.
No, even with Rangers there. How Stephen Gerrard won that league, I'll never know.
Quique Setien, Lucien Favre, Andre Villaboas, who is still only 45, by the way.
I'll tell you. That's mental, he's only 45.
Well, he started coaching really, really young, didn't he?
So.
But yeah. There's a lot of great managers out there. And Southgate's still got...
Oh, could we score? Walker!
Yeah, there we go. It's 1-1. Carl Walker scores for England. That's a bit more encouraging.
I mean, it's Route 1 football. We've literally put a ball.
Well, the fanning around with it, the back hasn't worked, so yeah. Smash it long. Where's our inverting right centre half?
Yeah. Don't know why he was there.
No.
But thank God we're not losing anymore. Wouldn't thank Walker. He did a right, tidy little finish. If he missed from there, I'd have questions. I don't know who played the ball across, to be honest. I just looked up and...
So
is it Kane? No.
Kane playing as
yes.
a deep-lying playmaker.
He's onside.
Cracking ball in behind.
Oh, he's definitely...
Walker gets there. Good touch. Good finish. Could you see Kane playing a bit more of a playmaker once his...
I mean, VAR check.
The thing is, he's never... It's not... With a lot of strikers like Rooney and such, their pace starts to decline. They start to become less effective. They either drop deeper or retire. But with Kane, pace has never been a part of his game.
No.
So in theory, he could continue playing as a top-level striker for as long as he wants. You know, as long as his physicals remain the same. Which you would assume they would.
Yeah.
For a bit at least. So he has got longevity on his side, considering pace isn't part of his game. But I could see him dropping a little deeper as the years go by. He is a fantastic, got a fantastic pass on him. Good with the ball at his feet.
Who's the most recent player manager? It was Rooney, wasn't it?
What, DC United? It's not really a common role anymore, is it? Yeah, professional football.
Yeah,
no. Sunday League, they're all player managers.
Pete, blimey, do you know? Well, your MJ's been booked for taking out Henderson.
I've liked him tonight. I like his physicality roaming around, Chuck.
Yeah.
And anyone that starts Jordan Henderson is a friend of mine.
Yes, right. Sure, if Henderson was injured, just pay a bit or his Saudi money he's getting there.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be in the team. Honestly, he shouldn't.
No. He's not looked good enough tonight, has he? He's not really done anything. That's sort of how Jordan Henderson operates.
I think even if he still wore a Liverpool shirt, he still shouldn't be in the squad.
Yeah, what's your sort of ideally, best composed midfield three? Because people will go, Foden should be in there, Maddison should be in there, Ward-Prowse and all that. For me, I think it would probably be Bellingham, Rice, and then either James Ward-Prowse. I mean, Maddison in there would be that's not actually a horrendous shout because he does. Connor's got the legs to be able to play in there. With Rice sitting a little deeper and Bellingham pushing forward. But you want someone who will. I mean, if you put Gallagher exactly where Henderson is right now, he does the same job.
Why not using the UEFA technology?
Offside thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because they use the ball, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
And that one's a bit difficult to use the ball for because it's a ball over the top. I don't know.
Never mind. Well, we need one more technically. 2 minutes till half time.
Bellingham there, challenging for the ball, almost taking out Ukraine's manager.
He's looked brilliant over in Real Madrid. He's put an England shirt on and suddenly realised that he's rubbish. I don't understand it.
I don't think he's looked too poor.
I think everyone's pretty poor.
Okay. I think Henderson's been particularly poor. I think Pickford's not really done anything.
He's had nothing. He hasn't touched
He's
the ball.
not saved anything.
Twice.
Could have done more about the goal. Probably not.
No. Yeah, it's actually the 6-yard box and Chenko smashed it. Keeper's never going to get there.
Madison now.
Madison's kind of spent the whole time
turn.
going around and punch people.
That's not bad though.
No, Maguire's poor. Walker scored. And Gurley's had nothing to do apart from stand next to Harry Maguire.
Maguire again. Maddison. Maguire. Bellingham. Kane. Challenged by Kolopia. Ball now looking for the running Mihailo Mudryk.
That's right.
Sweeping well though, Jordan Pickford.
Of course he
And
is.
then Walker.
That's our relegation dogfight keeper. Playing for England. I think it's about time. Surely not many, but nothing's happened.
It's only a minute of additional time then. Daz says, what do you think of the red kits today? I like the kit.
It's alright.
I think white and yellow clashes a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not a load, but a little bit.
Also,
Ball in, Kane,
Oh,
and he heads it across the goal.
Come on, Harry.
Yeah, I'm fan of the away kit. I think red does make sense for England, doesn't it? It's there's a bit of debate. Should we wear red? Should we wear blue? I think we wore blue a couple of years ago, I want to say. You had a blue away kit.
And we should never ever bring back the grey.
I mean, I think that's an argument that England should play their home games in red. Should be their own kit, obviously. We have had some great moments in red, but I think, white home kit, red away kit makes the most sense.
Blue alternate.
Why would we need an alternate in national football?
You never know. Denmark, they play in white and red.
No, neither of them are prominent enough colours.
That's half time.
Half time here then in Poland. It's Ukraine 1, England 1. Game's had interesting moments, but
It has been. It has been.
why not blue today? Says Daz. Well, the white and the yellow clash. I know obviously we've got the blue shoulders, but I think it clashes.
Oh, the Ukraine are blue as well, okay.
Yeah, I guess
So that's the thing.
It'll be to do with TV and stuff because while it's not really a huge clash, especially for people who have colour deficiency and stuff like that, the colours will be very similar. Possibly. So just they like the most stark contrast makes it easiest for everyone. I think. But even on FIFA, if you're playing a white team versus a yellow team, it can be very different.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Yeah, as Steve says, I think it's clear that most of our players find it hard to get up for the England games no matter what they tell us otherwise. I think that is true to some extent. I feel like, especially given the fact that we are already on 12 points in these Euro qualifiers, I think it is very... I think it makes sense that they're not going to be putting everything on the line. I do think that there was probably a better way to do qualifiers. I don't know how, but... It feels like, the problem is it feels like there's teams that are guaranteed to get through. But if we start putting teams automatically through that aren't the hosts, do we just get into a horrible situation where it just feels like, the top sides are always there and then you just get a couple others and it makes it very difficult for sides to break it. And you lose moments like Italy getting knocked out and not getting to a World Cup.
Could they limit it? I guess you have to do the home and away thing, don't you? But the fact you play everyone twice, it's a very long, drawn-out process.
I think it would make sense to have the winners of the previous tournament get an automatic qualification.
But the thing is, our teams are going to slip up because if England lose today, right? That's just one of the games. In a couple of months, we won't be slipping up like that. If they drop points in the group, they'll make up for it further down the line.
Yeah,
it's just one of those things, really. They're qualifiers, they aren't the most exciting. But, the tournament 2024 should be big for us. I think, at that point, I think players would give it everything they can.
I mean, I'm so excited for the Euros. I love watching England, love watching international football. We've, in the last 8 months, we've watched 2 World Cups and they've both been sensational. So, Euro 2024 probably going to be even bigger, even better for us personally as well, for the channel, obviously.
Yeah.
At the Qatar World Cup, we did a game every day. At the Australia, the 2023 Women's World Cup, we did a game every day. Maybe we'll do 2 games every day. Who knows? Probably not. But who knows what's going to happen.
Definitely not.
But Adaz saying, big up Chess fan, and then how many subs are they allowed? I would imagine 5. 5 seems to be the general rule now. It's always 3. Now it's gone to 5. I think 5. I think having more subs makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially when most competitions allow you to have 7 substitutes on the bench.
Yeah.
And then you're able to bring on 5, so that means that the other one is your goalkeeper and then one player that didn't get on. I think it makes sense. A lot more rotation, especially given how many fixtures there are at the moment. It's good to rotate constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully we can actually turn this around and win the game.
Hopefully so. But yeah, we'll get into the highlights and stuff. I'm going to go for a minute and then you can take a break after that if you want. But yeah, I'll leave you in the trusted hands of Harry to talk about that uninspired first half.
That was insane. It wasn't insanely dull. We saw goals. Not goals we wanted to see, though. I mean, the first goal for Ukraine. Yeah, lovely. The first goal Ukraine was very disappointing. We were rubbish for the first half an hour. And we looked really, really poor. We should have done better. Should have played better. But, you know, that's how football works sometimes. We're not going to win every single game. But it was a really disappointing first half an hour. We are so shit, says Caden. We weren't great, were we? But, I mean, don't sack Southgate tonight. That would be a terrible idea. Let me get up from it. But no, we weren't very good. But we'll up it in the second half. First half an hour we were really slow, really sloppy goal to concede. We'll make up for that though, I'm sure. We got the goal back, we equalised. That's the main thing. We'll go again in the second half. Hopefully pick the performance up. Hopefully pick the pace up. Get 2 or 3 goals. Make some substitutions, and let's get the ball down, play some football. Because that was a really disappointing first 45. Lewis was saying, "Come on, Ukraine." Either you're a very pessimistic England fan or you are Scottish. But yeah, no, that is Chelsea Ukraine. Take my hat off to them. They've played really well. They've looked good. They've given it their all. Obviously, every single one of these games is big for them. It's a positive for the nation and a chance to really lift the spirit. And they started brilliantly. They played really well. Electric out from the off, and 26 minutes in, they kind of they weren't electric, but we watched England pass the ball around for 20 minutes, and then when we fancy playing a bit of football, good passage of play for 5-10 minutes, and it took to that 26th minute where they did get that goal. Just come on, PR on the overlap, and then no marking in the middle from anyone. Maguire again holding hands with Gurhey, and Zinchenko was there to bury it away. Really well taken goal. Thoroughly deserved for Ukraine. And it's just really, really poor from England again. Midfield battle, we're losing. Henderson's looked crap, to be honest. Maguire, again, has looked crap. We've just been really poor. But no marking. Midfield, not following the runners. Way too easy. Really, really poor goal to concede. Really, really poor. And, I'm glad we responded to that. Phillips, Maguire and Henderson, the issues, exactly those 3 should be well gone out the squad. Just want Southgate gone. I mean, fair enough. He won't go go before the Euros. That'd be a silly idea. As much as we might not like Southgate, he will stay until at least, he said he might leave at the end of the Euros, but we have to keep him for the Euros. Because we can't, it's too short of a spat, the gap is too short to let him go. And to give him credit, he knows how to get us to a final. We know what it takes. Honestly, I don't really care how good he is. If he picks the right players, the team will do it for him. If he just picks the right players, the right squad, when he picks out preliminary squad for the Euros in the new year, it has to be right. It has to be right. I don't want to see Maguire. I don't want to see Henderson. I don't want to see Phillips. I want to see some really good footballers. Not some experienced, bang average footballers that should be nowhere near the England side, but just because they're Gareth Southgate's mate. Shouldn't see them. They should be nowhere near the ball. Henderson busy doing nothing. Exactly. That bloke, I think that's the story of his career. I mean, first of all, he doesn't have the ability to be in the squad. Second of all, the fact he's gone to the Saudi Pro League, he also shouldn't be in the squad. And as you said, he is just rubbish. He is not very good at football. He's really good mentality, really good leader, but when it comes to actual footballing ability, he's not very good. So, no, there's not much I say, as you say. Busy doing absolutely nothing. And that does not surprise me. Get Pep through the door now. hate to say it, England FA are dreaming if they want to get Pep Guardiola, because that will never happen. That is a pipe dream. Pep Guardiola will never stand on the touchline, as an England manager ever. I'd bet a lot of money on it.
He might at Soccer Aid.
No, he probably wouldn't, because I'll get Harry Redknapp.
He might do the rest of the world.
It's not.
But yeah, he wouldn't do the England team, would he?
Yeah, no.
But yeah, an interesting first 45 minutes. Then I don't think there's a lot. There's a lot more performance, obviously, in this England side, as people were talking about. It's been poor from England. Southgate is a bit of a problem at the moment. I think that is going to be spoken about over the next sort of 12 months. The thing is, we'll criticise him now. In 12 months' time, we'll be saying, Southgate, you're the one, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, well, in 10 months' time, isn't it, until the Euros? But in the meantime, I think I think that criticism of Southgate is mostly justified. I think that there are a lot of shortcomings with Gareth Southgate. He's not really good enough to manage top-level international football, in my opinion. And for a side like England, that if you look at the squad at the moment, we really should be challenging for every single tournament. We should be getting to finals. We should have won something by now, for Christ's sake. It's such a good team, and it feels like it's going to be another wasted opportunity because we've got a manager in charge who doesn't match the quality of the side, and that's a massive shame. Because I think with a manager who has a bit more of a better understanding of the tactical side of the game, I think you'd be able to create a really interesting team here, because you've got a lot of very technically gifted players. You've got a lot of very, very talented players. So I think there's a lot of potential there. I hope we bring in a manager who can really make this squad work. But yeah. Lewis Bush says, do you think Potter would join? I think he would. I think, obviously, as an Englishman, it would be an impossible thing to turn down the England role, I think. Unless you've got a better job at the moment, I don't think you turn down England, especially considering Potter. I don't know. I think Potter will want a job where he can build his reputation back up. Something like Brighton. I don't think that Brighton would take him back, but something like that would work for him, because he needs to rebuild that reputation. So maybe he wouldn't want to jump right back in with the deep end, but I think he'd find it very difficult to turn that down. I think that is just because you never know if you're going to get the opportunity again. So I think he would. I wouldn't think he would do it. Steve said we need an enthusiastic manager, someone to teach the players what it means to wear the England badge. These players prefer club football any day. I agree with you to a certain extent. I think that I would say I don't doubt the players' commitment as such. I think that all of them do care about England, but I get what you're saying in playing for the badge. I think a lot of the times we do lack passion in our performances. I know that this is just a qualifier, but maybe that's the issue. Even I'm looking at it as just a qualifier. If the players looking at it similarly, then maybe that's why we're struggling. Because there's no doubt the Ukraine players are going to be looking at this as everything for them. Whereas England players, who are used to playing in big competitions, used to playing in big games like this, I guess, but they're probably looking at this as a bit more of a friendly. While Ukraine players are looking at it as the game of the year. So that can create a bit of a difference there, that England are not taking it as seriously as they perhaps should. Potentially that's an explanation. Steve said Southgate is main member for missing an important penalty. What sort of example is that? But also, I do not know any manager in the history of football who managed Middlesbrough quite poorly, it should be said, did some under-21s coaching, and then became the manager of a senior international football team. That has never happened. Ever.
No.
It just hasn't. There's no other coach that has managed to get straight to international football from a poor run, a mid-table Prem side, or a championship, I can't remember where they were at the time, a poor run like that, and then a under-21s job.
Yeah. It's crazy.
In fact, the only other person I can think of that's gone from U21 straight to the same team's senior side is Pep Guardiola, and I would not put those in the same bracket.
No.
But maybe you would. Maybe the FA would.
Each their own.
But yeah, who do you think's the ideal candidate then to replace?
Honestly,
Southgate?
I don't know, because we can't stick with an English manager. There are none.
Yeah.
Really?
What thoughts on how? if Newcastle were to sack him at any time in the next year?
I don't think he's going to lose. I don't think he's going to leave Newcastle by the end of the Euros. Which is when we'll bring in a new manager. I don't think why. Maybe the way they're going at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. If they have a poor season,
Yeah.
end up finishing outside of Europe, I think they would be. I think he'd find it very difficult to keep his job.
Yeah, maybe.
But
and if the FA said to him, "Look, don't get another role, and we'll give you the England manager job end of the Euros," he'll go, "Okay."
Well, if he sacked in March, there's a very good possibility he would still be in the job.
Yeah, good point.
Looks it's a bit like hiring Ole Gunnar. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, very much so. I think that Southgate, it was an appointment that didn't really make sense. He's earned the support and endearment of England fans through his performances and through the way that he's got the team to sort of interact, I would say, with the general public, and it's become. You feel a lot more of a connection towards his England side. So I praise him for that. But there's still a lot of stuff where he's fallen short. And I think the actual on the pitch stuff, tactically, he's not as inept as a lot of other coaches.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the stream. Hello. How has Hendo made the starting lineup? Says Gary. Well, I believe that Gareth Southgate Henderson must have something on Southgate. There's no other justification.
I think they're saying that I think he's got some explicit images of Gareth Southgate in the changing rooms. So
Southgate does often take explicit images of himself and then put them places.
Yeah.
But it makes sense that Henderson's got his hands on some. Yeah, Flick says, welcome to the stream, by the way. It says that, did you watch the charity match? We did watch the Salmon charity match. I think we missed the last 3 goals or something like that because of the end. I think the game had kicked off. I believe it was something like that.
Yeah.
A little closer.
They're absolutely massive.
8-5. So.
And we're underway.
Anyway, we're underway here in Poland. Hopefully England can up the performance levels. Obviously a win tonight could prove invaluable because it will all but see us through into the 2024 Euros. But do you still think that with Southgate in charge there is a chance we win the 2024 Euros?
Yes.
Okay, why?
I mean, I said while you were gone, if he picks the right players and just puts out a very decent formation, then the players on the pitch, for me, plus his motivation, will have enough. All it takes is one tournament, one glory run.
Yeah.
We don't have to be brilliant, but it's nice. Look at the women. Look at the Lionesses in the Euros in 2022. They were very good. Obviously, don't get me wrong, but it was a favourable run.
Yeah.
Similar to England's run in Euro 2020, that was a favourable run to get all the way to the final, and we just played well. We played well against Germany. We beat them. We beat Ukraine, Denmark. We scraped through. We just need a nice run again. Look at the World Cup. We got stumped by France. That game was only 2-1. If Harry Kane could, not hit drones with his penalties and could, put them in the goal, then that's 2-2, and we would have gone to extra time penalties. But it's just, I think I think the only way we win a tournament is if we get a nice run.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
And a hope in hell of a bit of
motivation. Very good from Mark Gurhey there. Why isn't Mark Gurhey more highly rated in the general public?
I think it's because he plays Crystal Palace.
Because every time I've watched him play, I've never seen him put a foot wrong. I know now he's going to give away a pen and score an own goal, but I feel like he's such a good player. Obviously came through the Cobham Academy, wasn't given a shot at Chelsea, but he's moved to Palace and he's been brilliant. I mean, Tottenham are in need of a centre-half this summer. Why do they not look at Gurhey?
Yeah.
United need centre-halves. Why are they not looking at Gurhey? It doesn't really make sense to me. I think he's one of the most underrated English players. Most English players are horrendously overhyped.
Harry Maguire.
Yeah. But Gurhey, I feel like doesn't get the plaudits he deserves, really. Steve said, who would you play instead of Henderson? So, obviously, looking at the composition of our midfield, you've got Rice, who sits a little deeper. You've got Bellingham, who is the playmaker, someone that will get forward and score goals. So, what you really need in there is someone that will press well, someone that has the legs to get back in. I mean, he's not the greatest footballer of all time, but I think Conor Gallagher can do a job there.
Yeah.
Even Joe Willock, I think it's a bit of a rogue shout, but I think he could do, well there.
He won't get picked.
Yeah, Eze. I mean, that's another creator, really. But if you play Bellingham as more of a box-to-box, then
on another reason
that could work.
On another reason why I think we could, if we take James Ward-Prowse to a major international tournament, any free kick we get, any corner,
it's immediate
any
danger.
penalty is a high chance of being a goal, and that is such a weapon. Look at Argentina. Whenever they got a free kick, what's that? Lionel Messi's here, and he's just put it top corner. James Ward-Prowse can do that.
I don't understand Ward-Prowse at club level. I don't think he's a very smart signing at club level for any big teams. And I think for West Ham it makes sense.
But for an international tournament, you need big moments.
But it's all about just getting a goal in that game. That is what Ward-Prowse does.
Even 0-0 in the semi-final against Spain in the Euros, we get a free kick on the 65th minute, Ward-Prowse puts it to a corner, we're in the Euros final.
Yeah. Caden says, get Guardiola and we're fine. Can't really see it happening, though. Lewis Bush says, Steve Bruce would have been better at the time. What? Then... Oh, what, at the time? What, than Southgate? I don't really... Nah. Steve Bruce, I've never really
watch... I'd rather have Mark Goldbridge.
Gary says, Gareth, if Jordan has taken your family members hostage, please blink twice. Lewis says, why did United buy Mount? Because he's a very exciting young player. I think that while he hasn't really proven much in United shirt, he was asked to play a sort of impossible role by Ten Hag, and then obviously he picked up an injury, But I think he is very good. I think he will come good. He just needs a good patch to regain his confidence.
So two players that have just come from a Chelsea situation, which is an abomination, to be honest. And it is horrible to see as a Chelsea fan, but it is an abomination at the moment. They've come out of that. Everyone who's ever put a Chelsea shirt on in the last year and a half is in a bad run of form.
The problem is with both of them now, nobody knows what their best position is.
No.
Like, you think, Mount probably attacking midfielder, but he played as a right winger at Chelsea. He now is playing in central midfield at United. So, in terms of what his best position is, it's very difficult to know. I mean, I personally would play him off the right at United. I think he'd do so well there. He's a great creator, and those long balls over the top from Lissandro looking for him in behind would work really nicely. And then he'd either shoot or play across to Rashford and Højlund. So I think that he'd work brilliantly on the right wing. And Anthony is one of the worst footballers I've ever seen watch. Ever seen. I don't get him. I really don't understand him. He's quite skillful, but you know exactly where he's going to go every time.
That's right. He can go to Getafe.
He's scored a couple goals, and now he's got the allegations which don't help. So for me, Mount should put off the right.
Yeah.
For Havertz, he was a fantastic young attacking midfielder at Bayer Leverkusen who got played up front for Chelsea, and now
midfield.
Who knows where he plays, and he can't really do either of those roles well. So Channel 4, someone sat on the camera, and England put it on the roof of the net.
This is why Channel 4 should never be allowed to have football, because you can't watch it properly. All I can say is that someone, the camera just, I don't know, just discombobulated. There's no way to describe what I've just watched.
Yeah.
Bowen. Now, this isn't. Is it hard to say that Jared Bowen had one glorious year?
No.
I think he had.
I don't think it's harsh. Yeah. He had a fantastic year 2 seasons prior. But
I think
last season, I think people were saying he was a one-season wonder because he had a difficult campaign last year. But that West Ham team was shit last year. So I don't really think you can judge him.
I think he's a good player. I just think that season made him look better than he was. Harry Maguire, with a massive meathead, has just been injured in the face by Mudryk.
I think he's really talented, Jared Bowen. But, yes, it's going to be interesting.
What face does he touch? He doesn't touch his face.
No, he touches his body, and his whole body is just one big face.
Just holding his nose for.
Maybe he's also got a nosebleed.
I don't understand that bloke.
Kane says, I would have started Colwell and Tomori. I think that should 100% be who starts against Scotland. I think Gurhey deserved to play tonight. Because I probably would have played completely different human than Harry Maguire.
The reason I wouldn't have played those two right now, so if we don't play, the reason I wouldn't play those two at the Euros is because they're inexperienced. But the only way to get them experience is to play them in these games.
Yeah.
Cole isn't going to learn how to play for England by sitting there watching Harry Maguire do it. If anything, he'll learn how to not play for England.
Personally, why have we got Walker inverting as a centre half and Chilwell pushing forwards? Walker's one of the most exciting. For me, he's one of the most exciting attacking fullbacks. think that's where he excels. People say he's really good at recovering, and I think he is. And I understand maybe against Mudryk tonight, but would it not make more sense to have Levi Colwill invert, so you can fit him, Tomori, and Gurhi into the same team?
Yeah.
Or at least if you have Maguire, he's then on the right side of the three rather than the middle, so he can cause less damage.
Shout.
And then have Walker push forwards. You could then have Maddison go a little wider. The problem is I don't really know why we've got players going... but then, I guess Maddison goes wider maybe.
Oh,
You could even have Rice drop in.
Maguire's just throwing himself
options.
at the ball. I think he's trying to head it. He's just throwing himself at it.
But yeah, because you can have Maddison go really wide, and I think he'd create well from there. Bellingham and Saka operating in the half spaces, and then the Henderson Rice, the weirdest pivot ever, just sat in the middle conducting it, and then you operate in that you get that same sort of 3-2-5 that we seemingly play in attack, but rather than it being a Chilwell at left wing, and Walker inverting, you'd have Colwill in the back three and Walker getting forwards. And now Walker's going forward anyway, so we've given up on the three.
I think the Euros start in June.
Yeah.
And it is now September. And for
There's
me,
still more than enough time to experiment, isn't there?
There's
Madison,
I know.
Can't get on the ball.
Because right now, there's probably at least 4 or 5 players that on this pitch that will not start the Euros.
Yeah, I've got so many questions over this team selection and positions and stuff. Like Rashford's not been great recently, but this is my issue. If this is what we're playing at the Euros, then I've got a lot of issues.
We'll go, honestly, as I said earlier, we'll go home.
But in theory, this is what we're playing at the Euros. So why aren't players like Rashford in there?
Yeah.
I know James Maddison deserves a shot then, but why then is Henderson in there?
But for me, in the qualifiers, play who you want to play in the Euros. Against Scotland in the anniversary friendly, what's the point in the game? Let's just send whoever out. James Trafford, why don't you call him up and give him a go?
Gary mentioning Lavia's injury, that is potentially a massive issue. I think Chelsea really need to investigate what is going on at the club. He got his first training session, I think he got injured. How we are, one, so bad at recruiting players with an injury history, and two, so bad at keeping
Sports scientist. I don't know anything about sports.
It's the bloke, trading a massage gun for a drill. Like, what is he doing?
Makes no sense.
It's just not that difficult.
I'll read it.
Just to hire people that are good. Mudryk puts up the ball in a good area. Coming forwards, Mudryk looks incredibly dangerous. Maguire grabs it.
Oh my god, they just hooped out of play.
United are a mess of a club, says Steve. Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. I mean, I think a fundamental problem at the top of United right now is costing them. I think especially if you look at the options to bring on at centre-half last Sunday when they brought on Maguire and Evans together. I mean, that was laughable. I know United fans will probably feel like, that is the worst together, but for me, that was hilarious. But yeah.
Oh, that's where we're back.
Picked up well by Zinchenko in the middle of the park. Now he moves it to Sudakov. Opens his body up, but his shot is blocked and it's out for a corner. Lewis says also hates Southgate because he is picking Maguire so he won't move to bloody West Ham. Yeah, Maguire staying at Manchester United is the most stupid thing I've ever heard of. Why? Why does he want to stay so badly? Like, does he have, some sort of shame king? He seems to love everyone hating him. At West Ham, he'd be one of the better players at the side. He would be a fantastic leader in the dressing room. And he'd probably reinvent his image. Instead, he's going to stay at United, can continue being a laughingstock and just get in the England team based off the fact that he's got some sort of blood pact with Gareth Southgate, seemingly. I don't know how. But it's just so frustrating, isn't it? But yeah. Guy says, in hindsight, Ralph Rangnick was right about needing to tear the club apart from top to bottom. Of course, the Glazers won't, though. Yeah. No, because the Glazers run the club as a financial model. Financially, what's the word?
Business. It's a business.
Yeah.
It's not a football club, it's a business.
Obviously, every tide needs to make some sort of money. But most football clubs are running in a loss, and the owner just goes, "Well, I'm a billionaire, so it doesn't really matter." Or we literally own Saudi Arabia. We don't care. But Bellingham tries to play it through to Saka. Saka will get there, puts into a good area, but we've got nobody forward, so that's a bit of an issue. It's incredible how much they've spent, and they're still mediocre. They buy decent players and then somehow make them shit. But even their recruitment profiles are so odd. If we look at this summer. This one was quite good, I would say. But you've picked up they've picked up. I don't know who is a United fan and who isn't in chat. But United have picked up Rasmus Højlund, very exciting young striker, but completely unproven at Premier League level. And actually, in Serie A, his numbers also are worrying. I think he's exceptional, but it is a risk. Onana, fantastic goalkeeper with the ball at his feet, and he's great playing out from the back. Suits United's needs brilliantly, but can he make many saves? I think he can. Obviously, he's a good goalkeeper. But is he one of the best? With his hands, probably not. Saka hands one off the bar.
Also, why on God's green earth is Calvin Phillips warming up? If that bloke gets on the football pitch, I'm out of here. Probably not, because I don't want to see the end of the game. But
Walker,
why?
Henderson, Rice. It's so
what is the point? Oh, he needed to rest Jordan Henderson for Tuesday's anniversary game.
But I'd like to know what football match he's played in the last 12 months that's warranted that call-up.
There was something like an England seniors that play on a Sunday for like Maguire and Phillips.
Maybe that we haven't seen. Yeah.
You're going to catch him like up against.
I think Mike Dean's touched the ball more times this season than Phillips has.
Yeah, I've seen him more.
Yeah.
And he's just sat in a room on a Saturday with a monitor and gone, yeah, that's a terrible decision. Oh, yeah, that's the right
Driving forwards Rice now, and we've lost possession.
Oh, that's
a
silly.
Stupid tackle from Ben Chilwell. Why has he done that? Nobody knows.
He's an interesting start to this season. I wouldn't expect. I don't think he'll be starting at Euro 24.
Chilwell, no.
I think I'll still be Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
I like Luke Shaw. He scored in the Euros final. We had a brilliant Euros final 3 years ago. And that was 3 years ago. That's mental.
Yeah. Neil Rose says, I think Vicario has been a better keeper than Onana this season so far. 100%. I think Vicario is so good.
Speaking of good goalkeeping, that's actually a save onto the bar, from Saka's attempt.
So
what a save.
Great stuff. But yeah, forever is now sim from, is it Guillermo? I want to say, or Guillermo?
Yeah.
Or Guillermo? I'm not 100% sure on what his first name is.
I hate the fact Tottenham are actually really good at football.
Yeah, for everything I've seen, he's very good with the ball at his feet, very comfortable just recycling it, and also his shot stopping ability is superb. Which is crucial given that Tottenham have never really been that solid defensively.
You either need a goalkeeper that's just going to chuck himself at everything, or he's just really good. Not one that's going to get slapped in his arse by Taiwo or Wonyi, but he can dribble out of his box because he's really good at that.
Yeah. I also want to say I think Pickford's one of the best, or one of the better shot stoppers in the Premier League right now.
Also, he doesn't give a shit. He just chucks himself, he throws himself at the ball, tries to get anything on it.
I mean, no big club will pick him up because I think he lacks the ability to play the ball at his feet. He can do it, but he's not one of the best. And if you notice all the goalkeepers right now at the top clubs, it's not really about being able to make saves. Edison can make saves, but it's more about the fact that he could play in the field.
I know there's also been questions about...
Ramsdale does run up to him in the field sometimes.
I know there's also been questions about Pickford's starting role for England, but I think if you put actual centre-halves in front of him, not Harry Maguire and Eric Dyer, I think he will save the shots that he needs to
But also, the rest of England's goalkeepers just act like complete idiots sometimes. Like, I don't remember many Jordan Pickford errors last season. But if you ask me, across this season and the start of this season and last season, how many errors the other goalkeepers made, then, Pope decapitated Mohamed Salah and, distribution sometimes is quite poor. Ramsdale has been known so many times for being horrendously out of position and not claiming shots well, especially when he plays against Man City.
Yeah.
Pickford just doesn't put many feet wrong. I know he gets more chance to make saves.
He hasn't saved a football in a long time because he doesn't play. Yeah. And at that point, we're looking at Sam Johnston, who's somehow on this team. What has he done? I honestly don't know what Sam Johnston's done in the last many months to get an England call up.
I think he's been a reliable goalkeeper for Crystal Palace, but
what's the point in being here?
I don't know. And Pope doesn't even get a call up.
And
I
he's
don't
the
think
keeper?
Liverpool mind though. Why do you want to be third?
He's the other keeper.
Ramsdale.
Why? I'd take. Do you know what? I'd take James Trafford. Just why not? We'll play him in the friendly, and then I would taken.
I really
Where's Fodder?
don't like that of the U21 side that won the Euros. We've taken that only one player since has been called up for England.
Cowell.
Yeah.
Harwood Bellis looked great. Palmer looked great. Even Anthony Gordon, brilliant start this season. Looked really good in that Euro tournament. Nothing.
Yeah. But like the little lad, what's Angel Gomez?
Yeah.
Why could he not be playing today instead of
Because he doesn't
Henderson?
play in England or Saudi.
And there are the two leagues which
That's handball.
Southgate has
That's
bought.
handball. How is that
Tickets.
not handball?
But so you've got you obviously got him.
He just stopped it with his arm.
It's quite poor. Skip. How is he not in over Phillips? Quite frankly, I know he's not really played for Tottenham this season, but he is a good defensive midfielder. Chuck Wemaker could be given a shot, in my opinion. He is injured at the moment, but yeah,
Alfie Devine.
maybe yeah. Didn't play a lot for England at the U21 years. We did play at the U19 years the year prior, but yeah, it just feels like there's people that deserve an opportunity that haven't been given one. And while we keep wheeling out these 40-year-old players that are just crap,
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's the same problems that we had in like 2016, where we just took like Lingard to every tournament. And then what Southgate did so well was he brought in loads of exciting young talent. He gave them opportunities for people like, Kane obviously was given a shot just before him, but people like Rashford were obviously given a chance under Southgate, Saka. All these talent, all these players at the moment that came through under Southgate. Yet now he's refusing to give people a go because he's fallen in love with Maguire, Henderson, Phillips, and players like that just don't deserve the opportunities they're getting.
Few changes now where Ukraine made 2, England are going to make 1 as well. Marcus Rashford is going to come in.
Bellingham coming off, I think that makes sense. Foden coming on as well, and that's going to be James Maddison making his way off. So, yeah. Still need a goal then. 25 minutes to find one. Not long. Not long at all.
No. I mean, it wouldn't really concern us too much. It'd be worth a draw, obviously, in terms of qualifying, but for Ukraine, it'd be a massive point.
But yeah, Steve saying that, Neon's saying Rashi's on, yeah. And then Steve saying, Southgate predicting Bellingham, does make sense. Get Eze on, for fuck's sake. Yeah. I mean, even with the subs, we're not seeing chances. I know that we need a goal, but I don't know why we couldn't see a goal from someone like Eberechi Eze.
Yeah, he's very good.
Rather than just watching, more Jordan Henderson.
Bellingham doesn't look very happy.
I think he will be, though. I am seriously worried about Jude Bellingham. I think there is no way the amount of football he's playing at such a young age is sustainable. And I really worry that he's being overused because he's such an exciting talent. But, the international break really should have been used as a chance for him to get a rest, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised Real didn't enforce that. I'm guessing that they may have a policy at the club where they don't force players to go to
Ancelotti never rotates, ever. And, he played every single game at Dortmund because they were rubbish without him.
Yeah.
And he's played every single game in an England shirt.
When you see him constantly strapping up his knees and his calves and stuff, it does just make you worry that are we ruining possibly the greatest English midfielder of all time? I don't think that's too far a statement to say. I'm not saying he's at that yet, but could he exceed the achievements of Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, those types of players?
Oh, he's already beaten Gerrard. He hasn't pulled over.
Hasn't won a league title in England, though.
Yeah, but Steven Gerrard did slip over.
And it was Gerrard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
But yeah.
I forgot he did that as well. No, he did slip over. He never won one anyway. He was rubbish.
That was the title that got away from him.
What did Steven Gerrard do? All I remember...
He won the Champions League.
He did do that.
And he was one of the best central fielders of the Premier League.
And he did win the Scottish League.
As a manager, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's impressive. That you beat one team. Because the rest, 10 of them, might as well not be there.
Yeah. Southgate being an ex-defender has that conservative mindset makes for dull football. Yeah, how many? Well, it also depends what teams you played for and what systems you played in. Because Vincent Company, for example, played under Pep, and now he plays a very exciting brand of
Southgate
possession-based
played for
football.
Middlesbrough.
Russell Mine, for Christ's sake, he never played beautiful possession-based football in his career, did he? He played in the Championship, but he's now integrating that into his Southampton side. So it's
Wow.
I think that point can be valid because you look at the likes of David Moyes and Sean Dyche, and your stereotype fits. They are ex-defenders who now play horrible football.
Mm-hmm.
Was Allardyce a defender? I think Allardyce
Defender of the European Union. No, the opposite. Defender of the British
Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mudrik's looked exciting. He's just lacking end product really, and I think that's been the entire criticism during his time at Chelsea.
We need to go. This is frustrating. 32 minutes to go.
Matvienko, Zabanyi. So yeah, not long left to try and find a goal. I'm gonna look at the substance and see who else we should bring on. Really,
S.A. Gallagher.
we've not really seen Kane in this game. I would say.
No,
he's been a
because
bit.
he just got he can't. He shouldn't dot deep for England. That's way too easy. Here come Ukraine.
Zinchenko
This is so
finds
easy.
Saigankov on the overlap.
Don't
Will
think that,
be
referee. That's an England goal kick.
what they're claiming is going to be a corner.
Never. What a shite decision.
But
20 minutes to go.
yeah, I mean, we've already made a few changes now, obviously, with Rashford and Foden coming on for Maddison and Bellingham, which sort of are our attacking changes in a sense. Maybe you look at Eze for Henderson. In fact, please do that quickly.
Yeah.
Maybe Trippier to provide a bit more service in the box. Ball in, cleared away. Fantastic tackle there from Mark Rashford, judged to perfection. Now trying to break. Plays it to Saka.
Go.
But play will continue.
Don't slow
Saka.
down. Keep running.
Kane coming forwards.
What was that?
Put a poor ball in.
Yeah.
Michaelenko blocking it with a big smile on his face.
So he's well chapping himself. Yeah, corner it. Just went to the edge of the box. Yeah, no. What the name?
And Harry Kane putting up one of the worst crosses.
That wasn't.
I think he's on the ball now.
The angle was crap.
I mean, the following foul is definitely.
Yeah.
So now the ref runs off the pitch to check on Mihailo Mudryk,
Oh, you better be alright.
who is feeling his ankle now.
Rest now be knackered.
And now the physios will be called on. I'm praying for his and Chelsea's sake that he's absolutely fine. But
last thing is another injured player.
yeah.
20 minutes to go in this game. What's going to happen? Here we go. Go see the tackle again.
I take it it's in, obviously, with his goal yesterday, Neymar became the top scorer in Brazilian history.
Good for him.
Brazil's record top scorer, obviously beating Pele.
Scored low in La Liga. Fair enough. Oh no, for Brazil, obviously. I'm an idiot. Yeah.
The problem is, do you think the authenticity, is that the right word, of these awards, of like top scorer, is somewhat ruined by the fact we play more games?
If Pele plays the same amount of games as Neymar, now we know near him. Harry Maguire.
If he tried to play that many games in his era, Pele would have ended up with a lot more injuries. Because that would have been too many games for their conditioning. But yeah, if you put him in today's modern era...
How good would Pele be? That's how I would argue. That's the thing.
It's impossible to compare across eras, isn't it? But his innate ability to finish chances and his skillfulness and his agility, I think, would serve him well in the modern game.
We've seen 5 shots on target all game between the two sides. 1 for Ukraine, that was a goal. 4 for England, only 1 goal. It's rubbish. I've watched a football game with 5 shots on target. Some more on a Cyber charity match.
Yeah,
come
obviously.
No.
Give us so much more time on the ball with so much more space. Lewis says, is it me or do the cheaper signings do better? It's an interesting phenomenon, isn't it? But I think that is sort of a myth. The reason that it feels like cheap signings do better is because they will be viewed as a bargain no matter what.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, it's an interesting thing, isn't it, that all of the expensive signings seem to have failed. You know, I think Neymar failed. Dembele clearly failed. Coutinho,
Yeah.
Griezmann, you know, still waiting on the likes of Rice, Enzo, Mudryk, Anthony, Caicedo. Too early to judge those because they're still only in the last few years. But Pogba failure.
Maguire 80 million.
Is it the fact that there is a lot of pressure on the players? Is it the fact that no matter how well they perform, they're always going to be viewed as underperforming? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know really, but yeah. Okay. Maybe it's something that needs to be done. I'm sure there's probably an article on The Athletic talking about it. Because there's an article on The Athletic about everything. But yeah, I'm sure there's something about that. Maybe a potential video in the future. But yeah, we're going to do, I think we'll probably try and do more videos like the one on Friday for anyone that watched the Jordan Henderson video we did. And enjoyed that. We will probably try and do a few more of those in the future.
Yeah.
And maybe take inspiration from that and try and do that for the podcast or something like that. But yeah. Potentially that is a topic then to discuss. But
Kane's done fuck all today. He really has. He's done absolutely nothing. Henderson's rubbish. Please make some changes. We need a goal in 16 minutes. This has just been really, really bad. If we don't beat Scotland on Tuesday, I've had enough.
yeah.
Enough.
Obviously, if anyone, we did say we were going to cover that game on Tuesday. Something's come up though, so we won't be able to do that. Obviously, Harry wasn't going to be here anyway for it's a Tuesday game, but yeah, we won't be doing the game on Tuesday. Meaning our next stream comes courtesy of the Championship, our first Championship stream of the season, as we watch Southampton versus Leicester next Friday. So join us for that one. Should be a really exciting game. Hopefully, not as warm as it is today.
Like not 26 degrees.
I think it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, but yeah. So join us for that next weekend.
Oh, I beg we score soon. This is really frustrating. Really, really frustrating performance. And the fact that Southgate's watching this and go, I don't really want to put any of these blokes on the bench on the pitch. It's so frustrating.
Is the point the worst thing though?
No, obviously it doesn't really matter, to be honest.
It's just it's the performance, isn't it?
I want to
see performance has been crap. Yeah, we could lose 5-0 to something, but if we perform well, I don't care. We're pretty much through.
Well, that ain't about. If we lose 5-0...
Obviously, then the performance probably wouldn't have been great, but yeah, if the referee just awarded loads of penalties for a laugh or something. But, you know, with 5 games in, 13 points, Italy, well, they have got 3 games in hand, and if they win all of those, they'll be a point behind us. They've still got to win all those, and they'd still be a point behind us. So we're in a really good position. We've still got to play Italy again, Malta and North Macedonia. Realistically, there is not a chance in hell we don't beat Malta and North Macedonia. That's 6 points. And then the Italy game may well decide who tops the group. But I don't think... Because that's the thing, I don't think we're under threat from both Ukraine and Italy. Because even if we're saying that Italy win those 3 games, that means Ukraine don't. So they won't be in a position to really overtake us. So as long as we don't do anything stupid against Malta and North Macedonia in March, I think we'll be absolutely fine. I think it's March, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, November time.
No,
We've got another international break in October with Australia and the Italy match, and then in November we play both Malta and North Macedonia.
Australia?
Friendly.
What is the point?
Well, you always have 2 games in the international break, don't you?
So why don't we play for the qualifiers then?
Because we've got 5 teams in the group.
But then we have less international breaks, no?
What?
They moved them all forward, so we didn't play Scotland anniversary game. We didn't play Australia. Surely they can put the 2 qualifiers on there, and then we cut it back. We gain.
No, because they can only put. They can't. We can't play North Macedonia at the same time Malta do.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
So we might as well play a game against Australia or a game against Scotland.
Hooray!
They're going forwards now, Ukraine.
Score, not score.
Don't.
Just prove point.
Foden.
What is
Call someone
Foden
down.
doing? What are we doing? I feel like tonight we have just gone around, like Madison did it in the first half, gone around beating people up. It's not us. Like, why on earth has Foden ever thought it'd be a good idea to grab this bloke's shirt?
Mm.
No need.
It doesn't feel like a lot of what we've done tonight makes any sense.
No.
But yeah.
I cannot wait to in 30 minutes' time when this game's over.
Yeah, as Harry's saying there, almost or just over 10 minutes left of this match.
Yeah.
Plus some additional time.
It has been painful.
Ball in from Mudryk and Pickford claims it well. And now England looking to break with pace.
Run, please don't stop.
With
Please
urgency.
don't stop.
Fed through for Rashford.
Someone's got to
He's
help him
not. He has got there.
Oh, no, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
How?
Oh.
I don't understand why the pass was curving outwards. Is it straight?
Taking a bobble off the surface.
Sure. Knopfler. What's he going to do with it?
The Shakhtar fullback.
He's done alright, got the assist for the goal.
Yeah. And he's ran about 10 yards there up the line. Maguire. Now Pickford. England. No, there's just no urgency at the minute, is there?
No. Ukraine have a great time. I don't even know where our fans are.
Up in the corner, being quiet. Walker looking for that wide ball, goes to Rice. Now, it feels like we're a bit on top of each other at the minute, England.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford, Rice. Tries to find Chilwell over the pass, but can't. Walker getting stuck in. Chilwell can't bring that down. My qualifying components are always simple. When we finally do play someone half decent, the reality hits home. Yeah.
Bang on.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be a better way to do qualifiers for that. I don't know. I feel like there's just
This is
no other way.
depressing. It is so sad. Like, I've spent around 53 minutes preparing for this game just to watch us concede to Ukraine, then to equalise, and then just do nothing else in between.
Yeah. But yeah, it's worrying, England. Very worrying. Heading into the
Here comes Madrid.
2024 Euros. Goes down. Not a foul from Walker, that.
No.
But it will be a corner. No, it won't.
Even better.
I'll kick. Yeah. Yeah, thanks to everyone that's tuned in tonight. I mean, Steve, I believe you're new around here. Welcome, mate. It's been great chatting with you.
Neon.
Yeah, Neon Rose as well. And there was someone else whose name has escaped. Mind. You're right there. Tafala. So everyone that's joined us tonight, thank you guys. It's been great. Been a good stream, been a good game. Well, not been a great game, but it's been a game. An interesting game.
We have watched a game of football tonight. Was it a good one? No. Did we enjoy it? No. Are England very good at football? No. Would I lie to you? No.
Really?
Maybe. Gurhey. He's looked decent. I don't know who I'm going to give man of the match to because no one wants it. No one should have it. Not an England shirt anyway.
Yeah. Saka tries to cut inside but can't, and now looking to break away Ukraine. Yaramchuk, Saikankov, bursting forwards is Stepanenko. Here's Victor Saikankov. Now it's with Yaramchuk.
Why is Harry Kane a left back?
I don't know. I don't feel like he's doing anything there. Chelsea just sort of stood in no man's land because, well, Phones had to go up and press because Kane's decided to run away. I mean, Chelsea had to go and play middle of the field, and then that leaves Kane left back. Why?
Yeah.
That's good from Maguire. Beating Yaramchuk physically.
Go Kane.
Kane gets shown up by Zabarnyi. And now Ukraine turn it around quickly, though we run back by Declan Rice. And, well, nothing's happened. It's now Gertie. Maguire. Walker. Apologies if you hear any screens, but I don't think it'll be picked up on the stream, thankfully. Our neighbours are either being tortured or playing. We don't know which. Okay. Rashford plays it through to Chilwell. Tries to put it in there. Blocked by Zabarnyi. Rashford can recycle. Skips past Konoplia.
Thank you.
And he's on a free kick.
Misses a chance. Everyone's got their phone torch on in the stadium. That's quite nice. Yeah, definite foul. No complaints there. Watson had a good game. Just, you know, kind of forced there in bringing down Rashford.
43 votes, by the way, in the poll and chat. 72% England, 23% Ukraine, and 5% going for a draw. Steve says Goldbridge wasn't doing a watch along. We've had that a lot before, actually. People will say, oh, Goldbridge wasn't live, so tuned in. Welcome, mate. I mean, I hope you can join us for more. I mean, I'm sure we'll cover a game at some point this year that Goldbridge isn't. Probably not, actually. He's always live, isn't he?
You won't do Southampton Leicester.
Probably won't. Join us there. Should be a good one. But yeah, obviously Goldbridge was coach today. Did very well. But yeah. I mean, they lost horrendously, but yeah.
He did what he could, saying he had a lot of interesting footballers. So interesting people.
Like with a hat.
Yeah, I don't really know why he was there or why he wore a hat.
Rashford.
Oh,
good save. On. Rice now looking to recycle the ball.
Henderson.
Maguire.
Oh my god, his penalty.
He's failed himself. He's kicked the keeper. I think it's been given as a foul because he kicked the goalie. Ibra Compaore, I believe I pronounced that right. Apologies if I haven't. It says England 2, Ukraine 1. Is that a prediction? I could see it. If we could get a goal out on it. Hopefully. But who knows?
Oh, Maguire's been booked for.
And then Lewis asks, how does Slabhead not score? Because it's Maguire.
Somehow he's managed to give a foul away and be booked in that sequence.
Yeah.
When he should have scored. Good save from the keeper there. And this one, ball falls to Maguire.
Henderson sort of scuffs it through.
How does he not prod it home?
And Maguire stamps on his knee.
Oh, I tell you what, that is minimal contact.
Smart from the keeper.
Yeah, very smart. Ratsley has been shot. Well, we have 5 minutes to go. Keeper's Saka. Conor Gallagher's coming on for Saka.
Bukayo Saka making his way off the field.
Again, to qualify why not using our 2 other subs.
Yeah.
Who knows? I think even if you're Southgate, you wouldn't know.
Rodrigo didn't realize it. 5. Might only have 3, to be fair.
Yeah. Maybe.
I imagine it's 5. Less than 5 minutes to go then,
yeah,
plus
Ukraine have
time.
made at least more than 3.
Let's have a look.
I think anyway.
Ukraine have made 4, yes.
Yeah. Gertie, Maguire, one last hurrah. They're going to 5th as well, Ukraine, at some point. Number 20. Chilwell, can we get a goal? Gallagher wants it, doesn't get it.
Rashford, Chilwell, Rice. Knee switches the play. Kyle Walker brings it down so well. Henderson had an option inside there of Rice, but goes back to Maguire. Now it's with Gertie. Henderson. Chilwell. Has options out wide, namely Rashford. He looked forward, has to go back to Chilwell. Now back to Rashford. Now back to Chilwell. There's these two seemingly just playing with each other for the moment. Fantastic from Foden there. Now it's with Walker, Rice. Opens up his body well. Shifts it to Henderson. Now Chilwell. Maguire. Henderson.
Might as well highlight this game when I want to go to sleep tonight.
Maguire's like a sloth. It's a pretty accurate description of how he exists. He just seems to think in slow motion sometimes.
Here we go. Madrid. Oh, he died.
Oh, that's not good. He seemed to plant his foot horribly there, and it's his knee, I think.
For fuck's sake.
Hopefully it's just like a jarring. Is that something you do your knee?
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, seems to have just jarred it, maybe. Foden coming forwards. He tries to burst through the back line.
I haven't seen him since you come on the pitch for Foden.
A minute and a half to go.
He's added absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully this goes into very obviously additional time as well, but
Yeah.
hopefully it's a very quick minute.
It's not been a fantastic game of football, has it?
No.
By any stretch.
And it looks like Madrid will come off.
Maguire helping him to his feet, to replaced by the number 20 we saw warming up moments prior. Yegor Nazarina.
Probably a score, isn't he?
Probably.
People are leaving. What are you leaving for?
Gotta get back. Gotta catch a flight, dunno.
Modric's finally off the pitch. Back underway. I don't think it's that time I'm going to get probably like 2. It's probably 7. Hopefully it's 2. Well, this is UEFA, isn't it? Not FIFA.
Daz asked me, you doing the game on Tuesday? No, sorry, Daz. We had planned to, and we said we would, but we are not able to. I mean, Harry wasn't going to be here anyway, and I have other commitments that I can't get out of. So, yeah. But no need to worry, because we are back on Friday, as we say. Championship action for the first time on TFC Live in the 23-24 season. It's Southampton-Leicester. Should be a really decent game. Hopefully it's enjoyable.
Yes.
Yeah, so no Prem action next weekend. We looked at the fixture list and weren't excited by anything. And of course, next midweek. So what date? 19th of September? 20th September?
Yeah, around that.
Something like that. It's the start of the Champions League, obviously. So double up on those Champions League nights. We've got Milan, Newcastle, the first of Newcastle's Champions League fixtures. Personally, very excited for that one. I mean, that was one I predicted, so I'm buzzing with myself there.
Yeah.
I always said Newcastle would get a difficult group, and then they'd be the half 5 or the 4:45 kickoff. So yeah, join us for an early one there. Now on the Wednesday, I think it's Bayern Man United. So if you don't like Man United, watch that.
Yes, so that was fun. 4-0. And it's only
scored
half
again.
time. 4-0. And it's only half time.
Sagankov.
Go on.
Back by Man United. No, England. Rashford. Kane needs a wide option.
Why is he there though? He's on number 9.
Who's playing right wing? Where are they?
Well, Gallagher came on, didn't he,
Gallagher.
for Saka, but he's not.
I think Foden's moved out wide right. Hasn't he?
No. Oh, please, someone
Henderson.
score a goal. Don't let it be Jordan Henderson though.
Rashford.
Yes.
Digs it forward. Cleared away and playing well by the keeper.
That'll be it now then.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Who's your player of the match?
I will say Zinchenko.
Yeah.
Between him or Konoplia.
That's also
mean,
fair.
Here you go.
I will go for. Ooh. Don't really know. I honestly couldn't tell you who's played well.
Yeah.
Like, no one's played really well. They've all been average. So, I will go for a mix. I'll go for just no one.
All right.
Can I go for no? No, I say I'll step and then go.
Fair enough. Daz asking, do Arsenal play Everton next weekend? Yeah, the TV fixtures are Wolves, Liverpool, Newcastle, Brentford, and Everton, Arsenal. So,
No offence, I'd rather watch paint dry.
so yeah, we're doing Southampton Leicester on the Friday night. Should be a good one. I haven't seen there's any other European fixtures.
Only
but
has to be 4-4.
yeah, I need it to be for my sanity. I haven't seen there's any other big European fixtures, but I might have a quick gander after Stranger see if there's anything on, but from my quick glance now, no. But Bayern just not playing. So maybe they don't need to be fair.
No.
I know Bayern on the Friday night. Bayern got Leverkusen at the same time we're live, so we'll probably also keep tabs on that one.
Oh, someone's got a flare.
Good.
That's pretty exciting. My player of the match is that geezer with a flare.
Guy with a flare. Steve asks, who do you support? Both Chelsea fans. Harry's also got a soft spot for Villa. I quite like Luton Town as well. And Norwich.
But Chelsea through and through.
Yeah. Chelsea first and foremost. Maguire.
Please just, 4, 5, 2.
What a dull match this, Gary. Couldn't have put it better myself. That is out of play, and the ref has decided he's had enough, and Ukraine secure a valuable point in their efforts for Euro 2024 qualification. They think Ukraine won, England won, Southgate's men fell short of expectations. John Lenson's now complaining to the referee.
We're shite at football.
What a shame. We're back on Friday, guys. That's everything for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been great meeting loads of new people today. That is the point in this. If you are new and if you've enjoyed yourself, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It massively helps us out and you can know when we're live and join us again. If you want to talk to us off stream and all that sort of stuff, then join the Discord. There's a link in the description.
Very fun.
We love talking on there about football. So whenever we're not live, again, we're not live, we'll tend to talk about it on there with a load of other people. Or you might get some show suggestions. I think was in there the other day. People talk about what Netflix shows they're watching. So yeah, if that sounds like your type of thing, get involved. But that's everything from us today. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.